while I wait on some people to get in here, uh, just waiting on some people to get in here and talk about what's going on. Because we are at war. We are at war. You need to understand that. A lot of people are in denial. A lot of people want to believe that it's not true. But it's true. We are at war. And, you know, I want the trolls to come up and tell me we're not at war. So, I can prove you wrong. Hey, X! What's up, X? NYC OG Prepper, my man! Good to have you in here, brother. Y'all hit the like button. I'd appreciate that. But yeah, we're at war. This thing is just going to escalate. It's going to escalate. It's just, it is escalating. As we speak, it is escalating. And, you know, we're already in it. We already got boots on the ground. You know, I got people with skin in the game. Just like, yeah, a lot of people argue me, oh, they're not going to send the Marines to California. And I'm like, yeah, they are. They're already there. But everybody wanted to argue me about it. And I was right. Because, you know, that's pretty much what I do for a living. Hey! XNYC OG, my man. Yeah, Aaron, we're right. We've been at war. We've been at war. But, so, what can we do? That's the question. We can't control this government. That's obvious. But what can we do? Well, first off, you need to prepare your children because they are going to invoke the draft. Probably. And another thing you need to do is you need to prep. You know, the same stuff. Get the stuff you're going to need. Safe water. Access to water. Food. Homestead. And if there's radiation fallout, you're going to have to bug out. So there may be times where you're going to have to bug out. Now, that's last resort. We as individuals cannot control what this government is doing. So regardless if you're for the war or against the war, it's happening. It is what it is. You know, and there's really nothing we can do about it. Prepare our families mentally, physically, spiritually, and get extra of anything you can. Bug in till you have to bug out. You're right. XNYCOG Prepper said bug in till you have to bug out. He is absolutely correct. Because when you bug out, you're a glorified refugee, and then you're at the mercy of everyone else. That's facts. You know, at your home, you can build a stronghold. You know, like nobody's coming on this property where I'm at without me knowing. You know, I got a stronghold here. But Florida is a potential target, by the way. And so I may end up having to bug out. Yeah, if y'all could hit the thumbs up, I'd appreciate that. You know, and I'm on a budget. I'm so broke I can't pay attention, but I'm doing what I can with what I got. And, you know, that's what everyone needs to do. Do what you can with what you have. And you need to understand this, you know, hardware and what I call toys. If you're not trained how to use that stuff, you're not going to be very effective. So, knowledge, you need to prep knowledge. You need to train in whatever self-defense that you choose. And you need to train hard. And you need to get your body strong. You know, the stronger you are, the longer you're going to last. You know, that's just the way it works. But we are at war, people. You need to understand this. I'm telling you right now, we're at war. And this, you know, you can be a Christian, you whatever. This stuff is biblical, man. And,
Yep, X.
so you need, huh?
X, I agree.
Oh, yeah. Yep, spoiled rich people will suffer the most, not us. We are used to the grind. You're right, X. You're absolutely correct. You've been to my 8x10 shed. You know how I live. Taking a bath in a kiddie pool, and you know that's all for real. You know, when them chumps attacked me, you know, whatever. Hey, the next camp out, I want to go, X. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Hi, Julie. Hi, Grandpa.
Well, come over here and help me, woman. I can't read this stuff and talk at the same time. My wife, she's over there, you know, backseat driving. When she can get over here and get in the front seat and drive. Because I can't not talk and read the comments at the same time. Oh, look, that'd be awesome. They want you over here. So, we are at war. Make no mistake about it. It's on. Okay, and then, alright, you know, a lot of people are not aware of what's going on in between Pakistan and India. They're at war right now. You know, we sent a lot of hardware over there to Israel. Putin done said, don't do that. We did it. So, we're in the war. Putin's backing Iran because why? Why is he backing Iran? Because he's tired of this proxy war in Ukraine. But see, here's the thing, and Little Miss Prepper, she can tell you this. The countries that are involved, for the most part, I said years back, NATO has to eliminate these countries to achieve their objective.
Yeah.
Remember, I said they got to get rid of Iran, they got to get rid of Russia, and they got to get rid of America. Well, what's the best way to get rid of a perceived threat or enemy? Have them fight each other.
Yeah.
Have them fight each other. That's really how you do it. You know, I've been guilty of that. You know, somebody want to start some crap with me, and this other dude want to start some crap with me. I'll go over there and say, hey, well, that dude said this, that dude said that. Next thing you know, they're fighting for me. Well, I'm just sitting back. So, that's how they do this. These people are not stupid. You think, man, these people are so stupid. Look what they're not stupid. They know what they're doing. You know, just because someone's evil doesn't mean they're not smart.
Hey, Terminator.
And so, you really need to, this one here, man, you really need to get ready. I'm telling you. I'm begging you. You know, because most of the people on here are my friends and my subscribers and all. And you need to start putting back, you know, all the other countries, governments is telling them to put back food, put back supplies. Our government isn't doing that. Interesting. All the other countries are. But, you know, they said, I remember in 95, they said, oh, Iran's just a couple days away from having a nuclear weapon. In 95. And they're still in denial, you know, oh, they don't have nukes. Well, wait a minute, hold on. They don't have nukes? Really? Wait a minute, they're getting backed by Russia? Such as it's me and OG, me and X, NYC OG Prepper. You know, if I'm throwing down out there, and he goes, hey, All-American, and throws me a weapon, well, by all accountability, he just got himself involved in it. Which I know he would.
Yep, money buys nukes.
Yep, money buys nukes. Or oil. Now, as if get ready for the bad news, okay, if that's not bad enough. And I can say this with a smile on my face because I've seen this coming for a long time. As of right now, the oil refineries in Israel and Iran are getting hit. So what does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? Oh, you know what that means? $10 gallon of gas is what that means. So, OPEC, I don't think they care. They're like, all right, Iran and Israel are taking out each other's oil refineries. Well, Scooby-Doo, we can up our prices on fuel. Yep. And I don't agree with no politician with everything. I don't. But if any time that Trump needs to stick by his word is pump, baby, pump. We need to pump our own fuel. That way we're not paying $10 a gallon. Because it's a ripple effect. The higher the fuel is, the more it costs to transport stuff, the more stuff it's going to cost. So, just, play pretend this is not going to affect us, because it is. It's still going to affect us economically. Major economically. And, China done chimed in and said, America, leave Iran alone. And, if I didn't know what I know, but if I just went on what most people know, we should have took Iran out a long time ago. We really should have. The moment them jokers, and here they go again, chanting death to America, death to the USA. Well, I take threats seriously, because, that's fine. If I threaten someone, I mean it. Shad. Come on, boy. Get some. Anyway, so, I'm not threatening. I'm just like, come on, let's do this. Charity. For the children. For the children. Anyway, inside joke. Some people know. Yeah, I know you got my back, brother. I know you do, X. And y'all subscribe to X NYC OG Preppers channel. He's a great guy. Got a great channel. A good friend. And he knows I'm the real deal. So, there's that. We've hung out together. He's come out here and trained with us. We've had a great time. Really great time. We even made a little skit because dang old Canadian prepper always poking at me. Well, we poked back. So, there's that.
Hey.
We're at war. No way around that. Get ready for fuel prices to go in. Right now, if I'd go out and get gas cans and fill them up and put fuel treatment in there so it lasts, because OPEC, they love it when the fuel prices go up. So, the ones that are the Saudis, which surprisingly the Saudis said they were going to back us. But, surprisingly, a lot of people don't understand that the Islamic nation, they're different. They think different than we do. You don't understand that. They are not worried about mutual destruction. They're like, we're good. We're good. We took out the infidels, and we get to go. I'm telling you, those guys, they're different.
Hey, sense of wonder.
And they think different. Trust me, I know. I'm branded by those guys, man. I know how they are. They think different. It's just the way it is. I met good Islamic people and bad Islamic people. It is what it is, right? But they got faith, and they're dangerous. They're dangerous. Let's just put it that way. If provoked. And we provoked them. So that's how it is. When we joined in to help Israel, by my accounts, I could be wrong, but does it? I don't know. Does it really matter who struck first? Really? I mean, this was inevitable. It's inevitable. And even if you don't believe in God, just read the Bible, Revelations, all this stuff. It's in there.
Hi, Alan.
So maybe a psychic wrote that book. Who knows? I know, but you got your own mind. You think for yourself. But we're in it, and it's just going to get worse. It's going to get worse before it gets worse. I'm telling you right now, it's going to get worse before it gets worse. So what do? Well, really all you can do is prep like your life depended on it. Now, I have a video. A lot of people, they don't know. I love the trolls in here saying, oh, you don't know about radiation and all that. But yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Thank you, Sense of Wonder.
And so, the best, get your sandbags. All you need is 3 feet of dirt between you and the fallout.
Yeah, they do.
And you'll be fine. As long as you're airtight. Whether it be sandbags, whatever it is. 3 feet of dirt. Completely around you. And you'll be fine. Now, if wood or any of that, it takes a lot. But dirt, for some reason, really helps. It gets you some potassium iodine pills. You can order them off Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
That way, if you get caught in the fallout, you can take that. It'll protect your thyroids from getting cancer from the radiation fallout, which will happen. And learn basic, home remedies. Stock up on your medicine. Because people are going to get sick. Just like they do. And another thing, we're probably going to get hit with an EMP. I suspect they're going to use the EMP on us. And it's all part of a plan. I know I should have a tinfoil hat on, but instead I get my cowboy hat on, right? So, because this stuff's just time to cowboy up. But,
Yep, Julie. Yep.
yeah, you need to get ready as you can. That's really, the best thing to do. That's really all we can do. And if you're able to safely stockpile some fuel, I would do that. Because those refineries getting hit, if everything was to stop right now, if they would stop fighting right now, just those refineries getting took out, OPEC's going to use that as an excuse to bump up the price. Because OPEC's goal always is to have a barrel of oil, 55-gallon drum barrel, at $100. That's what OPEC likes. That's how they live good.
Sorry to hear that, Alan.
Oh man, yeah, sorry to hear that, brother. You're not alone with that. But my horse had worms, and I used some horseworm medicine on my horse, and it really helped him. I'm quite the stallion. YouTube, gotta be careful what I say. And I learned that from Ladies Not Live, listening to the ladies. Really, those women you put all the years together of them being mothers and caretakers. That's a lot of years. And they helped me out a lot. Got me back on my feet and everything, just through their knowledge. Sure did. Because I couldn't get out of bed there for a while. But I'm a lot better now. Oh, I need a name.
Okay, the ringer.
Well, first call him
I've only have email.
Oh, crap. Oh, this is late because Happy Father's Day to the Ringer. Happy Father's Day to the Ringer. Okay, I was supposed to do that on Father's Day. I got 10 million things going on. Better late than never, right? Most of the time. But Happy Father's Day, Ringer. A barrel of crude oil is 42 gallons. Okay, well, I just learned something. See, I don't know.
And then windswept Canadian, what dosage? Just
your regular weight doses is what I use.
Yes.
What I use for the horse. Whatever the horse weighs, that's what I give him. And right now, you know, I'm hoping to fight a heavyweight MMA fight. So right now, I can go down. You know, I used to fight at 139. 139 pounds. My bone, this fight is going to be at 250 pounds. So, yeah. But yeah, my old ass will jump in that cage anytime. I love it. I love it. I love it. But these guys, you know, that I got quite a rep, they always duck me. She's seen it. She's seen them duck. She's seen me all trained up in fight. Standing by the cage. As soon as they realize it's me they got to fight, they go, nope, not fighting that crazy old bastard. He hurts people and he hurts them bad. Well, it is what it is, right? You know, I'm not getting in that ring to play patty cake. You know, I'm in there to make some money. Because I'm so broke I can't even pay attention. But I will fight. Not a problem. In the cage for money. Or boxing. Or kickboxing. Or however. Oh boy, you know, he said he'd bare knuckle brawl me, but anyway. Another one ducked me. I ain't know that song said another one bites the dust, another one ducked me, another one ducked me, another coward ducked me.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm 57 years old. I've had 20, 25-year-olds go, I'm not fighting him. Are you shitting me? Well, you haven't seen me fight, not really. But they have, and they don't want none of this old man, because I ain't playing. And I know every dirty move in the book.
Awesome.
Huh?
Said hi. What's up?
Hey, what's up? What's up? Good to have you in here. So, again, we are at war. You need to acknowledge that. You need to acknowledge that. Hopefully, this thing stops. Do I think it's going to stop? I don't think so. But stranger things has happened, right? Yeah, he got scared, XNYC. He got scared. He got scared. And I called him. I was watching him say, oh, I feel bad. He didn't know I was watching. See, I was watching him talk that trash. Yeah, oh, I feel bad about beating up on a 57-year-old. I'm like, I chimed in. I'm like, I'm here. I'm listening. Don't feel bad. I fight 20-year-olds, 25-year-olds. They're all the time at the strip club working as a bouncer. So, and he looks older than me, by the way. But anyway, life choices, right? But, you know, for an old dude, I can mix it up, man. You know, how you think I handle a young wife like this, you know? I'm quite a stud, man. It's what it is. I'm the OG. I'm like X. We OG, man. We know how to handle ourselves. Like OG, I tell you what. I'm quite a badass. I wouldn't want to fight ex-OG. I know my limitations. Hell no. And that dude is strong. And if he got that cane, woo, oh no. Everyone needs to get into a fight to learn your limitations and your abilities. Because X is just... Y'all go to his page and look at his arms. What? That took is serious, man. You get one good hit by that dude, man. And he's OG. We know how to fight. See, these younger people, you know, he's in his feelings, man. Yeah.
He is feeling better.
Yeah, I'm feeling better. I wish old Shad would bring it on. You know, we'd do it. We'd do it for charity, man. Do it for the kids.
Okay.
I'm so dang mad when somebody ducks me. You know, you gonna talk all this trash and then you're gonna duck me. Really? What? It is what it is. So, this here thing is going to get worse and worse and worse. I recommend, you know, tonight, because, you know, when are they going to hit us? Anytime. And you know there's sleeper cells here. You know they're here. You know they are. If you don't, I just told you, so now you know. And if you watch you'll learn to take my word for things. So,
okay, welcome. Thank you for joining in from Brazil.
Cool. You know, my jiu-jitsu instructor is in Brazil. My sensei, so he come from Brazil, trains us, and then my coach, and then he goes back to Brazil. Then he comes, you know, back and forth, just keeping us tuned up. Because, you know, them Brazilians, man, those jokers can fight some jiu-jitsu.
Tambra said, how soon are they going to strike back?
See, I don't know. I really don't know. I'm surprised that they already have it. I really am. But I think, you know, it'll probably be an EMP.
That's it.
You know, they don't have to send them over here in missiles. They can ship them over here in shipping containers right to any port. Okay? You know, Trump, he didn't just deploy the Marines to California to fight the rioters. He also got them over there protecting that port. That's our largest port in America over there. So, you know, and then all that military hardware he had brought in, that's to protect the Capitol, not just for the parade. Multitasking, you know. So, yeah, yes, they're already here. They're already here. Open borders. That's what happens, you know. When you take your fences down, people just walk up on your property. Good fences make good neighbors. So, and we all seen, you know, especially people on YouTube, people watching that mainstream propaganda, that fake news, which most people do. They're clueless. They didn't see the videos of all the Chinese people coming in here.
Yep, John B. Parade was just a cover.
Yeah. Yep. Yes, it was. Yeah, they're everywhere. They're there in the UK. They're everywhere. You know, and it really, you know, I thought this would have done happen when I was younger. But, hey, you know, if it's got to happen, let's get it on. Let's get it on. Because they ain't going to try no Red Dawn crap. I really don't think so. Because, you know, down here in the South, I don't know how up there in the North, but down here in the South, you know, we see some dudes jumping out of planes with parachutes, and we know they're the bad guys, or we'll figure it out real quick. We'll be like, hot damn, this is what we've been waiting on. Hold my beer. And we'll before they even make the ground, we got them. Then we're doing battlefield pickups. If you don't know what a battlefield pickup is, you take out your enemy and then you take his stuff. That's a battlefield pickup. That's the way you do it.
All of his stuff.
All of his stuff. And if it's Islamic insurgent, search his body, because they wear gold chains wrapped around their body. That's how they preserve their wealth. Don't underestimate those guys. Don't do it. And don't ask me how I know. Anybody want to buy some gold chains? Anyway. So it is what it is, right? Spoils of war. And you know Cuba's going to be involved. They're right there. There's a lot of stuff going on that we don't even know about. You know, just not here. I don't know how. Not long ago, subs were spotted off the coast of Florida. Were they our subs? Were they there? Hell, I don't know. If I was there, I would have swam out and bang, 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 and ask them, hey, where the hell are you from? But get your ass back across that border. But anyway, that's just me. And then if they started speaking in any language but American, and you know they didn't legally immigrate over here, because I got nothing against legal immigration, really, in America. All the Americans were all immigrants, really. But, you know, the Irish and Norwegian, so I'm actually more of a Viking than that chump. But anyway, I digress. So, stockpile food, stockpile medication, get over-the-counter meds, get any and everything you possibly can. Water, water, water. I can go, she'll tell you, I can go a long time without eating. And I can go a couple days without drinking because I fast a lot. She's seen it.
Yes.
She's seen me go 3 weeks without eating before. Yes, or no?
Yes. Yep.
And she's seen me go days without drinking water. Yes or no?
Yes. Which I didn't like that part of it, but yeah.
Yeah, well. But now when I fast, I do drink because it's just getting too hard on my body. Read that for me, please.
Okay, Cynthia said, we're looking at the right hand and they're doing something with the left hand and no one is looking.
That is the way it is. That's the way it has always been, and that's the way it always will be. You're absolutely correct. That's why, you know, when they had that parade, I'm like, uh-oh, getting ready for something.
Yeah.
Bringing all that military equipment up there to guard the Capitol. The Marines are going to California. More than just crowd control. To guard that port. So, and don't forget, you know, if you love your animals, you need to prep food for them. You know, and the price of everything, it's really going to be hard right now unless you're rich. I don't know many rich people, but heck, man, just the price of dog food is ridiculous. Everything, the price of everything. I made a video earlier today, you know, I was like, you know, you need to get these items because, you know, we're being priced out. And then I thought about it, I'm like, well, damn, everything's expensive. But coffee, dog food, eggs, milk, everything, rent, light bill, everything's going up, except for our pay. Everything's so expensive. You got to work 2 jobs, both, to make it. And I live in an 8x10 shed, off grid. And I'm still struggling. So I don't know how people are doing it. I really don't. I got a bodyguard job coming up there. What's this?
Puddin' Cat said was a nuclear bomb detecting plane flying over some of the northern states the other day.
Yeah. Because they know, and see, they're not just looking for the big ones. See, they can take any of that stuff. It's the suitcase, it's the dirty bombs that's going to be a big problem. Because you got to think, if they could get all that, I don't know if I can say it on YouTube, if they can get all that stuff across the border, a lot of illegal things come across that border. You don't think they can't get some suitcases across that border? Are you kidding me?
Plastic.
Yeah. They can get anything across that border if they really want to. They can dig under it. They can go... There's many ways to get in and out of this country. Because, you know, I'm an OG guy, you know, and... where's a will, there's a way. That's facts. So, all we can do is protect ourselves the best we can. Get potassium iodine. Get you some sandbags. You know, I have some people so delusional. I was talking about being in a firefight, and they're like, I don't need sandbags, I got furniture. I like to know what the hell their furniture's made out of. Because I ain't seen no furniture besides even metal furniture it goes through. Stem to stern. No, there's a difference between concealment and cover. There's a different...
They make pew-pews out of plastic.
Yeah, shoot, yeah. Just go to prison.
out of paper.
Just go to prison, man. They'll show you all kinds of stuff. You think the Chinese will invade before the Koreans? It's probably going to be a joint force. Probably going to be a joint force.
Hi, Kim.
I think it's going to be a joint force. Because you got that crazy North Korean over there, and you know he don't like us. And he's like, well, now, let me join in on this. See? Alright, we're going to play the game if. Because I really hate that word if. Because if frogs have wings, they wouldn't bump their ass when they hop. Okay? But if I was president, I would launch from my nuclear subs where they did not know where they were, and then I'd come on and say, I don't know who did it, but whoever did it shouldn't have done it. And then I would take out all my enemies, and they would have no one to blame because they wouldn't know where it came from. But I guess they just don't do war like that anymore. It is what it is, right?
I approved it.
Oh, okay. Well, read it.
Okay. Rob said, oh, okay, I was thinking the same, man. And the Russians and those Middle Eastern bastards.
Yeah. And, you know, it's going to have to be guys like us, because, you know, these... And I just insult people. I don't mean to. I just tell the truth. These soy boy, latte, blue-haired, keyboard warriors in their mom's basement. Or guys like Chad. Anyway, they taught that game, but they ain't gonna do nothing. You know, in the Revolutionary War in America...
Hi, Joey.
Not the war between the North and the South. You know, only 3% of Americans picked up arms and fought. Only 3%. And we still ran their butts out of here. But down here in the South, us rednecks ain't playing. So they start dropping down here, you know, I hope they throw bodies at us, you know. Instead of nuclear, instead of biological. I hope they throw bodies at us, because then us other rednecks, we can handle that. We hunt. We go out and make little groups. We pew dimes from a long ways away for fun. So I don't think they're going to try it that way. I really don't. And, you know, nothing against my northern friends. You know, we're all Americans. Well, we're just different down here. I'm telling you, we're just different down here. This heat makes us mean and crazy. So there's that. So there'll be beer cans and shells laying everywhere. They come here. But I think it's going to be an EMP, and you're really not going to know till you see an army marching down your street. You know the Chinese even have missiles to take out our satellites. They even have missiles that... I ain't worried about that. They even got missiles. I ain't worried about that noise out there right now. I ain't even looking on the camera. You know what's going on. They trying to aggravate me.
Okay. X said, I'm just afraid of man-made tsunami.
It could happen.
And then Rob, oh yeah, man, they wouldn't stand a chance on ground combat.
No, they wouldn't. They wouldn't. We'd eat them up.
Tambra, the Americans ambushed the Redcoats.
Yes, we did. Only 3% of us, though.
Zinc, we're not selling anything. And Chris, yes, we are.
Yeah, I'm in a bunker. I'm already in a bunker. I bought an 8x10 shed and converted it into a bunker. So, yeah. And not all bunkers are underground. Y'all watch too much TV. But, they're more effective underground. But good luck building something underground in Florida, where I'm at. You'll be swimming. What's this say?
Okay, Rob says, I have a crate filled with tinfoil to prevent EMPs from hitting some necessary emergency supplies.
Yeah. Just to make sure that you're, well, you know what you're doing. So, yeah.
Hi, Oak.
And greetings from the UK. Awesome.
Yeah, we got a couple from the UK. We got one from Australia.
And everyone, please subscribe to the channel, because when I got really ill, I lost a lot of subscribers. And because I just wasn't putting out content, and YouTube unsubscribes people. So I'd appreciate y'all subscribe to the channel. That'd be cool.
Yeah, Zinc, Faraday cage.
Yeah, those are important. Those are important.
Oh, cool. That's awesome, Rob. Rob plans on making a bunker soon.
Man,
Oh, God, Tambra, hurry
sooner
up.
the better.
Tambra says rum. So she says stockpile rum.
Hey, whatever you need. Stockpile whatever you need.
That's it, too.
God. Stockpile whatever you need. You know?
Rob just subscribed.
Oh, thank you,
Thank
Rob.
you.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Stockpile whatever you need.
Told Tambra priorities.
Hey, at least you got your priorities right, Tamara. It's a mess in here.
Yes, sir.
But at least you got your priorities right.
And puppy food.
Yeah, you gotta have your dog
Oh,
food.
Shannon's got her wine.
Hey.
Remember, Tamara's stocking up on rum. Shannon's got her wine, so
Yeah.
they're all set.
You know, because, you know, I have people say, oh, you don't know anything about it. Look, man, y'all, a lot of people don't know my history, okay? And I'm not even going there. I'm not even talking about it.
And ammo.
I'm not flaring up my post-traumatic stress disorder. There's a reason why I have PTSD. Let's just put it like that. But, of course, you're not going to survive a direct hit with a nuclear, you know, but the fallout can rain down 100 many miles away. And that's where you need the 3 feet of dirt between you and it.
Hi, Piney Creek Outdoors.
Oh, that's a cool name. I like
I
that.
know, I do too.
Cool name. And if anybody wants to do some lives with me, excuse me, my email's in the description of the channel. And we can do some lives together. Because I'm back at it, man. I'm trying to get this message out here, you know, while I can. Because we are running out of time. And, you know, we all run out of time. You know, when one of the most devastating things.
X wants to.
Awesome. Heck yeah. So, all right. Well, let's do it, X. Just say it. Nothing. Say when.
Tambra, yes. Tambra says, stay prayed up and prepped up.
Yeah, you definitely need to do that.
Amen to that.
Yeah, I'll call you, X, when I get done, and we'll schedule a live, man.
Oh, that's right. You were supposed to call that other guy.
Which one? I'm supposed to call so many damn people. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I got so many people depending on me saying, call me, what I do, what I do, what I do. And I'm like, well, let me call you back. And then before I call you back, make a list of what you got so I know how to fill in your gaps.
Okay, it's my number.
It's
X.
the same number.
Yeah. X, it's my number.
It's the same number.
But yeah.
Because I don't have a phone. I got this when it runs off Wi-Fi. I can't afford no phone bill. I just can't. So, yeah, there's that. And also, when I go off on my little escapades on my bike, this one here, you know, ain't calling me, giving me hell. Oh, it's too real. I'm not done with that. I'm not answering no phone. Not doing it. But, and I ain't paying no phone bill because I can't. But it is what it is.
Stop.
These dogs, man, they are so antsy today, man. These animals are acting weird today. But prepping, you know, do the things you know you need to do. And, you know, that long-term food is awesome. One downside, you know, that freeze-dried food, that's great stuff, man. But you need water. That's why I tell everybody, get canned food stuff first. Even if it's just Chef Boyardee ravioli. I'll eat it. Actually, there's nothing I won't eat that'll keep me alive.
No, there's not. He'll eat anything and everything.
Yeah. And my daughter the other day was like, Dad, I saw you eating termites. I was like, yeah. Just whatever. Like everybody, remember the old hoopla? Everybody's like, oh no, they're going to feed us bugs. I'm like, I don't care. I'll eat them. Now, I don't want to eat no lab-grown meat, grown with chemicals, and nope, don't want to do that.
What are you doing?
But as far as eating bugs, I don't care. I will. I'm a survivalist. You know, I've taken courses where you had to eat bugs, so you'd be surprised what you can get used to. You would. You would be surprised what you can get used to. You really would. Because I've taken a lot of survival courses, and sometimes I actually put on weight where most everybody else lost weight. Everybody else lost weight. Like, how in the hell did you get? I'm a redneck country boy, and I snared me a damn hog. That's how. And I know wild animals. So there's that. But
Okay, stop.
these dogs, man, are harassing us.
Nick said, I think the bugs you ate had brain parasites.
Maybe so, but you know what? Don't eat a grasshopper unless you cook it, or you will get tapeworms.
Big Benny's, how is it going, man?
Going all right, going all right. Just getting ready, getting ready. Getting ready for anarchy. And see, don't think all this stuff is not by design. It is. It is. You got paid agitators on the left, paid agitators on the right, getting everybody fighting each other because the house divided cannot stand. I was just watching a briefing where they were briefing at the Pentagon, and you know, they're like, yeah, here we are getting ready for war. How are you going to deal with this diversity? Are you kidding me? If you ever been in combat, you don't give a shit what color the person is next to you, what creed, that you don't care. It's, they got your back, you got their back. That's all you care about. And you become family. And then you end up fighting for the man or woman next to you. Not just for your country, but that's what it comes down to. You're fighting for the person standing next to you. And then you, that racism and all that goes out, religion, all that goes out the window. Although I have seen a lot of people turn to God when stuff are coming up range.
Shannon, happy early birthday. I'll probably tell you again on Thursday as well.
And that's a good, she reads Bible and does Bible trivia and stuff. Great channel to subscribe to. Check her channel out.
Hi, just a guest.
But yeah, you know, the brain worms, you know, I mean, I'm not going, you know, well, I guess I will pick on you since you want to throw a little shade on me, because I'm cool with it. I'm thick-skinned. I work as a bouncer. There's nothing you can tell me that I ain't already heard. But, you know, all right, soy boy, just act like everything's just fine, and you know, eat your tofu and whatever, and just think everything's fine.
M's got it. Hold on. Snoobler? How do you feel about women in the kitchen? He's the one in the kitchen.
I do the cooking around here. Because I don't want food poisoning.
Yeah, mine's not bad.
Yeah, her cooking ain't bad when you're eating up what already cooked. But anyway.
I make you eggs.
Oh yeah, you're not after 20 years, she almost got to figure out how to fry an egg right. But she's a good one though, you know. So how'd I feel about women in the kitchen? I got no problem with that. I got no problem. Actually though, you know, you best to step back and let me do the cooking. Especially if you don't think there is anything to eat, because I'll make something out of nothing.
Yeah, he'll put some weight on somebody too.
Oh yeah, you better do some cardio or you're going to have clogged arteries eating all my grease and butter I put in my food. I'm Southern. We fry cholesterol down here.
Let me Do you guys got AC in the bunker?
Yes, I'd be dying down here in Florida if I didn't have AC. You know, because I get very mean when I get hot. So, because, you know, it reminds me of situations I've been in where it was really hot and I had to be mean. And again, there's the reason why I post-traumatic stress disorder. But, so, really, you know, prep your stuff. And I see a lot of people, now, opinions vary, okay? But I'm not the kind of guy that's going to go out and buy a whole bunch of meat and fill my freezer up. No. And also, I'm not doing that. I'll just take a hog or a deer or whatever. Because when the power goes out, all that stuff's going to go bad, man.
Oh.
All that stuff's going to go bad. What's that? Is that my baby girl?
Yeah.
Oh, crap.
You want me to tell her?
No, I'll go ahead and cut. Alright, so, look. I appreciate y'all being here. Please get ready for this war. Please. You know, we need as many Americans to survive this as we can. You know? And, hey, off the wall prepper, what's up? What's up? Go ahead and answer it. That's my daughter. I got the good one, so I got to answer. I got two good ones.
He's on a live right now.
If it's important, I'll shut it down. Okay.
No, but she just wants to tell you something. See it on her face.
Oh, man, my daughter, she's something else. She's too much like me. She's a heartbreaker and a life taker.
Okay, love you. No.
All right, well, hold on. You know what? Okay, so I pretty much said what needs to be said. Yeah, I pretty much said what needs to be said. Prepare for the worst. Hope for the best. You're going to have to protect your preps. Harden where you're at any way you can. Barbed wire is a great thing, by the way, if you know how to string it out properly. I do. She'll tell you. You can't walk around here without getting hooked on barbed wire.
I hate barbed wire.
And if you build a bunker, make sure you can see out of it, or you just built yourself a coffin. But stack that food, protect it, water, salt, you know, just do what you can do. That's all anybody can do.
Knowledge, too.
Prep knowledge. I'll try to come back with some more information as this thing's going, but I just would watch the briefing and it's on. So I appreciate you all, and
Will do, X.
we'll get a hold of you. And it's all American Prepper.
And Little Miss Prepper.
Stay ready, stay dangerous, and Reaper. Happy Father's Day. Have a good one. So make sure you email Reaper.